this video, you will learn about the sequence of postures to cure diabetes. Before you start, warm up by doing 10 cycles of the sun salutation. It enhances blood circulation, improves the functioning of the bowels, and helps strengthen muscles and joints. It also revitalizes your body, refreshes your mind, and leaves you feeling energetic throughout the course of the day. Once you're warmed up, you're ready to begin the sequence of asanas. Hold each pose for 30 seconds to a minute, or as long as you're comfortable. Remember to repeat the pose on the other side whenever possible. Do take time to rest between the different asanas as required, assuming either the corpse pose or the staff pose. Start with the downward facing dog pose. The knees and elbows should be locked and the feet flat on the ground. Next, do the head to knee pose. Reach out as far as you can while keeping your back straight. Move on to the frog pose. Press your fists beside the navel and bend forward, keeping your back straight. The following asana is the bow pose. Grab your ankles and raise your torso. Next, do the camel pose. Slowly stretch backwards, reaching down with your hands to cup your heels. Extend your legs and do the seated forward bend. Reach out as far as you can, keeping your back straight. The following asana is the bound angle pose. Try and push your knees as close as possible to the ground. Move on to the wide angle seated forward bend. Separate your legs and bend forward, keeping the back straight. The next asana is the shoulder pose. Lift your body as high as you can and feel the stretch in the back and the stomach. Next, do the half Lord of the Fishes pose. Keep your back straight and look behind. Move on to the Cobra pose. Press your palms down and inhale deeply as you raise your trunk till your chest is perpendicular to the ground. Lie down on your back and do the bridge pose. Breathe normally in the final position. The following pose is the reclining big toe pose. Extend your leg to the side, making sure your hips remain grounded. Next, do the 3-limbed forward bend. Bend forward and reach out as far as you can while keeping your back straight. The following asana is the balancing bear pose. The knees should ideally be locked. Move on to the fish pose. Slowly tilt your head backward and place the top of your head on the floor. Next, do the gas release pose. Raise your chin to touch the bent knee. Follow up with the seated forward bend. Keep your back straight. Next, do the shoulder stand. The legs and the upper body should be perpendicular to the ground. The following asana is the plow pose. Try and touch the ground with your feet behind the head. Rest in the child pose for a minute. Lie down for a few minutes in the corpse pose. Relax and concentrate on your breathing. Follow up with the skull shining breath technique for a minute. Rest for some time and do another cycle for as long as you feel comfortable. Move on to the humming bee breath technique. Shut your ears and nostrils and breathe out through the nose by making a humming sound as shown. Try to sustain the humming for as long as you can. You could do 5 to 10 cycles. Next, do the alternate nostril breathing technique for 5 minutes. Regular practice of these recommended asanas will effectively prevent or alleviate diabetes.